Welcome into the M&M State Sportsbook. I always forget that name coming out. Got the normal crew with us doing our betting for football this week. Going to recap the Sunday night game, the Steelers versus Seahawks, and then the Monday night game, the Bills versus the Titans. Nick, how are you doing today?
Good, man. It's literally the same fucking name with book at the end of it, right?
You know, I literally have CTE, so I don't know what you want from me. I'm blaming on a brain disorder, or I'm just dumb. Morgan, what's going on, dude?
Not much, just chilling.
Making it through. Is that a Favre jersey I see on?
Oh yeah, that's the Favre authentic jersey.
Nice. Gotta love it.
It's a lot less purple than I remember.
Yeah, we all remember Brett Favre as a Viking, right?
That's what I grew up with.
Yeah, we remember Brett Favre as a Viking, right?
Of course. Wrong.
That is John Smith in the background. He's in visiting. Yeah, he might. Well, maybe we could have him on. I don't know. He'd make a guest appearance like he did that one time. Anyways, let's do that Sunday night recap. Steelers versus Seahawks. For the Seahawks, we're able to put the Steelers in overtime with Geno Smith, but TJ Watt saved the day. What do we think about these two teams going forward here? Because I think it was a big momentum for both of them.
I think the momentum was bigger for Seattle than I think it was for Pittsburgh.
Okay. Like negatively?
No, positively.
Okay.
I think them being able to stay in the game against that defense with Geno Smith as their quarterback, I think is more impressive than the Steelers not being able to pull away from Seattle, whose defense is horrible.
I thought Geno played well, to be honest with you. Like, given the circumstances, like how people remember Geno Smith, I thought he played well.
Is that season for the Seahawks like a bust?
Yeah, it's over. Losing Russell Wilson for that many games and with their record when they lost him, like they're not going to go above 500 without him. And at this point, if you're Seattle, like don't even bring him back. Like, when's the last time you guys have had a top 5 draft pick?
When they drafted Russell. I don't know.
Yeah. No, they took him in the 3rd round, dude.
Yeah.
You say don't bring Russell Wilson back?
No. Like, yeah, not this season. Have him sit out the year.
Yeah, okay.
Like, get right. And it's just like, because they're very rarely having a top 5 pick. You can kind of get an influx of talent, whether you want to trade back, or you could get that big stud at the top of the draft to help, try to keep Russell Wilson happy. But I do think he's going to end up on the New York Giants, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes. Steelers, I think they're a wounded deer, to be honest with you. Big Ben just fucking stinks now. It's done. Juju's out for the year. Najee Harris is their only bright spot on offense. He's nasty.
But Deontay Johnson, the receiver's pretty good.
He's doing pretty well. I mean, Ben has had a couple of nice deep throws, but I just don't think he's got a lot of juice left in the tank.
Nah, I don't think so.
That defense is nasty, though.
Defense is very good.
They're going to look real good when Aaron Rodgers goes to Pittsburgh next year. Real good.
I want a Pittsburgh.
He's going to Pittsburgh.
Morgan, what would you do if Aaron Rodgers went to Pittsburgh?
I'd be fine, but like he's not going.
Fine, as in like on the outside you would look okay.
How would you feel if Rodgers went to Pittsburgh next year?
That wouldn't bother me. It's not Minnesota.
I don't think he will, but I wouldn't be happy about it.
You wouldn't be happy? Okay. John Smith wouldn't be happy about it. He doesn't think he will either, though, Morgan. So that's just typical Packers fans. They're not accepting the new reality.
He literally was just talking about his post-game interview, how that probably wasn't his last game at Chicago in a Packers uniform for the rivalry.
By the way,
so
I still can't get over him telling the fucking crowd, I've owned you my whole fucking life. I still own you. I still own you. Morgan, I'm going to start saying that to you when it comes to video games.
That was pretty hilarious.
Less funny. But yeah.
That is incredible. But yeah, I'll be curious. The Steelers are on a bye this week, and then they come back and face the wounded Browns. So that will be a pivotal matchup for the AFC playoff. I think that's
a loser
is done. Yeah. And I think when Baker loses that game to Big Ben, I think Baker is not a Cleveland Brown next year. He's out. You can't. I mean, at this point, you might as well just pay Case Keenum because he's going to do the same shit Baker's doing. Guy stinks.
Yeah.
Harsh words from a harsh man.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's harsh.
All right, let's talk about this crazy Monday night game. Bills versus Titans.
Wild.
They call him King Henry for a reason. Nick, how many fantasy points did you win by?
With me?
Really quick, Nick, how many fantasy points did you win by? You got the count?
I think he's looking it up. It was
I
like
think he's 0.5.
less- I think if Derrick Henry got 2 more yards, he would
He
have
would have
lost.
lost. Yeah. King Henry was going off that game.
Do you guys want to jump on the bandwagon with me? He's winning MVP.
He's not.
He's going to win MVP.
He's not.
He's going to rush for 2,200 yards and have almost 30 touchdowns.
I guarantee you he is not going to win MVP. It's going to be a quarterback. It's always a quarterback. Derrick Henry is not going to win MVP. It's too many carries over a 17-game season. He's not going to be able to last.
He's a freak. He is an absolute freak. We've never seen a guy like him before.
He's from Bama. You know I love him, but I just don't think he's doing that.
A man that big should not be able to outrun DBs on a breakaway.
Bro, when he broke away on that run,
70,
I was like,
60, oh my God.
I was like, that is like literally not even fucking fair.
No.
Not like
you hit him, you bounce off him, don't have the right angle, he just goes right by you.
And he runs like straight up too, which doesn't make sense.
No, there's no lean to him.
It's incredible. But yeah, what do we think about Morgan? Nick's having a little technical issues here, so we're just talking. What do we think about the Bills going for it there on that 4th and 1? You go for it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Every time. I mean,
I just think it's bad luck.
I mean, I saw Josh Allen last year was like 13 of 15 on 4th down.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, he's 6'6" and he needed 12 inches.
12, yeah,
roughly.
and just didn't pan.
They stuffed the gap and they just made the
Bro,
stop.
it was a great play by that defensive lineman. He like got in front of the shoulder, was able to get in there and get Josh in. It was just worked out well for the Buffalo Bills. But before we get into this next part here, we're going to have a mini break and we'll be right back with Matt and Morgan's picks. Santa didn't send in his picks this week, so I didn't see him. He'll update the spreadsheet. Actually, that's what we should do. We should post our spreadsheet on Facebook and Instagram so people can see how we've been picking. But yeah, hold on.
0-1 on the unders, so
I'm doing pretty well. Uno momento, por favor, folks. We will be right back after this quick commercial break. Oh shit. We're back from our mini break. Here a local podcast. We have some technical difficulties every once in a while. At this time, it wasn't Morgan.
I can't believe people have technical difficulties.
I honestly can't believe that both of you fucking jackasses refuse to get laptops that are able to run and have a spare headset on deck.
My laptop's fine. I think it needed an update.
That's when Nick just looks at me and just goes, oh, my money ain't good. Anyways, so we're getting into our picks. It's now Stash's show. Take over, baby.
Yeah, I just wanted to add because I wasn't here when you guys were talking about it, or at least I couldn't hear. But Derrick Henry is the Flash.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
I'm going to start off with the upset this week for Matt.
Indy versus San Fran. Indy's getting +4. It's a Sunday night game. San Fran, if they don't know who they're going to have at quarterback yet, whether it's going to be Jimmy G or Trey Lance, I like Indy. They're kind of getting on a roll here. They played really well last week against Houston. It was a get-right game, and I think they're going to keep rolling. I think Wentz it looks good, and he's getting more comfortable with Frank Wright again, and Indy +4, baby.
Indy +4. All right, Morgan.
Getting a little risky on this one, but I'm taking the Jets +7. I think going at New England
with a rookie quarterback.
Coming off that Dallas game, it's going to be a little bit of a letdown. Maybe the energy's not going to be there. And the Jets coming off a bye. I like the Jets here. I don't know why. It's just in my gut. I feel it.
All right.
It's a bad call. I can guarantee you one pick that's losing this week. It's that one.
We'll see how that one goes. I guess don't flood your local casinos just yet. All right. Going to the under. Matt.
Philly versus Vegas over under 49. I know Morgan has the same under game. It's both of these teams. Philly stinks. Vegas, I think, is going to have a little bit of letdown after that emotional win after John Gruden left. Yeah. I just think it's a ripe game for an under. It's a good number too, right at 49.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right. I definitely agree with that assessment of the game.
Easy. There you go. Boom.
Morgan.
I have same game.
Same game.
Same game.
Perfect.
Same game.
Easy peasy.
Well then, let's move on over to the over.
I got New Orleans versus Seattle. I think Seattle showed enough offensive firepower with Geno Smith that they'll be able to score some points. And also, I don't know if Seattle's defense is good.
It's
Jamal Adams is not the best safety in the nation. I don't know if you guys saw that on Sunday night when he said, "I'm the best safety in the nation," with the graphic of PFF saying 62 out of 85. So, I think Jameis has his 4-touchdown game that he has at least once a year, and I just think it's hitting that over. It's too low of a number to hit the under.
What's the number?
42.5.
42 is kind of a low number. Yeah, I could see that. I definitely can see that.
That's why I picked it. Morgan, that was a great pick you were about to make. Holy shit. I can't believe you're really coming out of left field with that pick.
Morgan's picking the Jags?
That's
what I'm hearing.
Dude, even on the bye, I think they're going to hit the over. There he is. Oh, hey, you're taking the Jags for the over, right? On the bye?
Yeah, sure. It can't lose, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
My over, Baltimore Cincy, 46.
I thought about that one. It
just seems like a low number. I know Baltimore defense showed up last week, but going against the Chargers, I think Cincinnati, they may overlook them a little bit. And Burrow's a machine on offense. So I really can see that game getting in both teams in the 30s.
Perfect. I like it.
I love it.
All right.
And last but not least, the lock.
Easiest lock of the week. Green Bay -9 versus Washington. They are literally beating the dog piss out of the football team in Washington. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. Rodgers is going to absolutely annihilate that defense. I don't care how good their front four is for the football team. I literally think Aaron Rodgers is going to be dragging his dick across that FedEx field.
And we're going to have the offensive line back together this week. So
they drop high 30s minimum.
I'm thinking 35-ish. Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
I definitely think Green Bay heavy favorites this week. And then they got a short week next week. So that's something to look out for, playing Arizona next Thursday. But I still think they roll.
And here's the thing, too, is Washington is having the rumors about Tua getting traded there. And I think Heineke, it's due for a bad game. That's a lot of pressure on a backup quarterback not being able to get it done. And Ryan Fitzpatrick's got to be seeing Tua coming into town, potentially just being like, you got to be kidding me.
Shockingly to me, Green Bay's defense is like 6th in the league.
They're balling.
Which I did not see that coming.
Campbell, the linebacker's been balling. Shout out John Smith.
Been awesome.
Yeah.
I think Jalen's going to get more snaps this week.
Get more comfortable. For sure.
And once we get Whitney Mercedes in there too, who we just added this week.
Yeah, he's a stud.
That's potentially another guy up front we can rely on.
And you already got Rodgers talking about how it reminds him of the 2010 season. So
and it feels, I've gotten vibes from it a little bit. I just don't know who the Charles Woodson is.
Yeah, well.
Are you guys both going with the same lock?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Survivor picks, baby.
Survivor picks.
All right, it's my lock of the week. Green Bay, easy.
I originally had Green Bay as my lock or my Survivor, but I had a feeling Matt was going to go there, so I didn't want to have the same pick. And I'm going to save him for later because I know they got Chicago again at least once, or Detroit, or Minnesota.
Minimum a win.
I got to go Arizona.
Okay.
I feel like that's the easiest game of the week. They are, I believe, last time I checked, 19.5-point favorites.
Against Houston?
That's a bit.
Which is insane for an NFL game. I've never seen one that high.
It's going to be a very close game.
Houston is terrible. That defense is going to destroy them. Arizona's an easy lock this week.
Well fought game. Well, before we get out of here, let's talk about tonight's game, Thursday night. Broncos versus Browns, the bowl of the orange shit teams. Who we got?
I was going to say, that's a
not
snooze fest.
Not a visually appealing game.
Nobody wins that game. I think we all lose.
No Baker. Baker's done in Cleveland, by the way. I've literally been watching like fucking videos of Odell Beckham Jr. just standing by himself on the field wide open and Baker just not throwing him the ball. He's done.
I mean, I think Odell's done too, but
I mean, Odell's open. And
Odell's also dropping the ball when it gets thrown to him.
That's sad
sometimes
for that.
sometimes he's shocked when the ball actually gets to him.
I always feel like that team is like a season away from doing special things.
Oh, they're always like this close, and then, I mean, it's fucking Cleveland, man. The only person to ever win a title there in the past 50 years had to be the greatest basketball player of all time.
It's true.
I don't think so.
Morgan's trying to think really hard of the last time Kobe was in Cleveland. It was probably when he lost to LeBron.
Kobe didn't lose to LeBron.
I'm sure he did it right.
I'm sure he did.
Never.
I'm
Undefeated.
sure he did.
Never lost. But yeah, I got the Browns tonight. I think Case Keenum is actually going to take over that starting job here. I think he makes a statement tonight, which is wild to say about Case Keenum. But Case Keenum's been with Stefanski. He was with Stefanski in Minnesota during that miracle Hail Mary to Stephon Diggs. He knows the offense. I think he's got to come in. They got Jarvis coming back. They got Odell. I think Keenum's actually going to be able to get the ball out to these guys to let them make plays.
I mean, the only thing that they are going to have issues with is running the ball because I think Hunt's out and Chubb's still out.
Yep. I mean, their offensive line they have a couple offensive linemen injured, but still, they're 5 out of 5 of their offensive linemen are elite offensive linemen. If you have 3 out of 5 in the NFL, it's still pretty fucking good. I think they'll be fine running the football.
Yeah. I think Cleveland's going to win too. I think it's going to be a very low scoring in the trenches game. Both fronts for Cleveland are going to dominate the game. I think it's going to be like 17-7. It's going to be a very low scoring game.
I might start Odell tonight in fantasy. I'm feeling frisky. Get a little action on the game. You know what I mean?
I had to revamp this week because almost all of my fucking
I
players
saw
were on
your
bye.
lineup.
I love it.
Your whole bench is on a bye.
You gotta love the first week of fantasy when it's like the big bye week for teams, and you're just like, "Fuck."
What I didn't know because, like, being my first year playing it, I didn't realize that I could take players that were on the injured reserve and put them in my own injured reserve and pick up people.
Yep.
Some leagues don't do that, but
Some leagues don't,
I didn't know I could do that, so I was able to get people that weren't on buys this week, or else it was going to be a problem.
I mean, you should have drafted knowing all the bye weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, what you really should have done is drafted Christian McCaffrey's backup.
Or just not draft Christian McCaffrey because he gets hurt every year.
That's true. It's true.
You're not going to take the dude projected.
I mean, he fell to fucking 3. I don't blame Nick whatsoever. I just would have got the handcuff. That's all. That's just me. I would have got the handcuff.
You guys were fucking there. You could have said something.
Well, I got the handcuff. The fuck? I take advantage of the situation, okay?
Here I'm out here, 3rd pick, getting Gronkowski, and you guys are like, solid pick.
You sounded a lot like Vince Vaughn right there. Solid pick. Nick, what are your predictions on the game tonight? Browns or Broncos? Killer bees.
I'm gonna go with the Browns just because I think they're a better football team.
I think that's a fair statement. I think Myles Garrett has at least 3 sacks tonight.
I think Denver's defense from
he has another quarterback to his graveyard. Have you seen that, by the way? Because that's sick.
I'm surprised Mason Rudolph isn't in there.
Are they playing? Are they playing in Denver?
No, they're Cleveland.
And I was gonna say I know that playing in Denver does fuck with some players, but I think Browns are gonna win.
I agree.
Yeah,
but I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
All right, let's plug next episode. We're really excited about this one. We have a special guest coming on who's going to be battling Morgan. Got a couple. We're going to have Carlton Charles, his pre-fight interview. Super excited about him. Coco B, see how he's feeling, getting ready for the fight. How training has been going. And then we have a special guest who's been a fan of ours, I would say, from the beginning. Nick, who's starting his own podcast, Rounding Third. Am I correct?
Yes.
Rounding Third is going to be a strictly baseball podcast. He's going to come on and we're going to have an argument between Babe Ruth or Willie Mays. This is a pretty big baseball argument. I'm super excited to hear this. Nick and I will be moderating it. Morgan, I don't even know whose side you're taking.
I have Babe Ruth.
You got the Babe?
I got the Babe.
Woo! Here we go. I like it a lot.
I'm excited for this one because there's like Just an absolute
much.
solid argument to make for either of them.
Yeah. Absolutely. So just a lowdown for you guys after we'll plug his show right at the beginning. Nick's show, we'll put that down in the link, so please go give him a follow, give him a review, as well as give us a review. We would greatly appreciate that. We'll put Coco B's Instagram handle down there as well if you guys want to try to get tickets for his fight. It is a week from tomorrow, so we're looking at October 29th. Super excited for that. Stash and I will be in attendance with John Smith and One Up What Up. We got a nice crew rolling down there. Super excited. And I think that's it. We done?
Yeah.
All right, boys.